Welcome to Adventure Game Books. I have here Destiny Quest and 1, 2 and 4. Um, I have, and I think I'm going to do Destiny Quest 4 because I can't find it online. And it would be nice to give some indication, and I set the resolution for the video a bit lower so the videos can become a bit longer. Destiny Quest 2 is mostly like Diablo 2. However, I played until Act 1, and this will be a prepping video to show you what it is about. You do some choices in the game, and in each act, the city acts like a hub of sorts, and from the city you travel to certain points. There are some maps, like so. And as you can see, here is the city. And here are swords, axes, swords, a flail, axe, two crossed swords, or 3 swords, spider, swords, house, a spider, skull, and it's called Fenced on Moors. A village. This is also the village sign. The image, the icons represent the difficulty of the location, and the number next to the location is the section number, not the page number. And I guess that to finish Act 1, you would have to do some boss monster, and the only boss monster I can find here is 151. However, the game can also, of course, start with telling you from 42 that some other number starts the entrance to Act 2. Act 2 is the same thing, Terral Jungle. So it's like Act 3 from Diablo 2, jungles and stuff. The central hub is here in the top, and spider, 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 spider. So things get progressively harder in the Terral Jungle, and I think that this 579 will lead to Tartarus, and Tartarus is the classical underworld with River of Flame and some bridge. If you played Diablo 2, this is Act 4, like Act 4. And this is mostly like Act 1, so there is not really Act 2 desert setting, but it's very close approximation of Diablo 2, the classic game. Also, there's no Baal, so it's not expansion. Let's see what also is here. And the inspiration was Diablo for the writer Michael G. Ward, and Diablo 2 is my all-time favorite game. For Destiny Quest 2, there is a list online of all the all the legendary items. But they are separate it in a different form. So I made this document for myself because I'm a bit of a completionist. So, for example, if you find stuff during your game, you can tick off the boxes, and there are 400 or 500 different items that you can discover or gain. And this was done, I think, by Japanese binding, what I did here. So with a needle and a thread you make holes, and then you connect them, and after that you glue together the front over the back. So it's 10 pages in total, and the items are, well, alphabetically sorted, so you can find it pretty quickly. I can post a link where you can download this, and also I found a really nice font type to express, it's not Arial, to express the atmosphere of the game. But I'm not going to play on the camera Heart of Fire because I got lost somewhere. So I gave my hero sheet the name Darcia the Prophet, and that's the first. After becoming a prophet, you can gain certain careers. I haven't found it yet. Also no path. But I did find, for example, a saddle blanket, which gives me +1 A, and A is the armor here. So if you have an item that gives you a bonus, you can put the bonus here, and with a very cheap eraser you can erase to destroy the item. Assassin's Veil not only gives you 1 magic, but also the skill Vanish. So if you remove this, you lower the magic number and you remove Veil. Vanish, I mean. Vanish is when you lose initiative, you can avoid damage 1 time per combat. And there's a Cutthroat Carver, for example, and it gives you extra brawn, extra speed, extra magic, and it gives the bleed. And I put bleed is a passive skill that is you just look up in the back of the book the skills. So for example, bleed here, and it writes PA for passive. If your damage dice or damage score causes health damage to your opponent, they continue to take a further point of damage at the end of each combat round. This damage ignores armor. So you can simplify this by writing here bleed and then a short description. So what else is there? Sort of the deal. It gives you 1 brawn and 1 might magic. So you add all these together, and whenever you gain an extra item, you remove the other item and you adjust these 4 numbers. The best way to do that is just to, well, first I did the sum here, but that makes no sense. I mean, you have speed 2, brawn 3, magic 4, armor 3. Your health is always reset to initial 30, unless you have some kind of linked quest where you go from section to section, and then you don't regain health. When you die, you reset the game and you go back to the hub again with 30 health. The money pouch keeps track of the money that you have. During the game, you can discover certain keywords, for example, sure blade, and the section number here is useful to look up what it was about. Bones 70, core length 17, prevail 292, safe house 49, 26, and it has goblin bones. This means that I found a safe house where I can store extra items, because the backpack that you carry only has a capacity for 5 items of a kind. So you can have holy water for 2 flasks, and they take up one slot. Here's a healing potion that gives +4. So you can simply adjust this with a pencil and eraser. I try to keep track of the sections by writing down where I went. But somewhere here I lost track. And how you do battle is also very simple. You make a table with speed, magic, armor and health. For the hero and for the enemy, 2 rows, and then you simply decide what difference it was. And the one who gains the initiative, the net initiative, deals the damage, and the other opponent does not in that round. However, you can have things like poison or bleed that will have an effect at the end of each round. And the initiative is the same, and the net initiative for the hero and the opponent. Then there is no attack or damaging, but you go straight to the end of round effects, and then you reroll for the initiative. It's a very efficient system, and it has been used at least in the Heart of Fire and Raiders of Dune Sea. And yeah, that's about the gist of it. I'm not going to explain everything, but for example, let's check if this Heart of Fire entry is good. So saddle blanket would be under S. Yep. So I have here a saddle blanket. Assassin's Veil would be here. So it's very easy to keep track, and after playing through a single time with a character, making choices, you can try to find the other items, because you want, of course, all the items. So cutthroat scarver. That's here. Rusted chainmail. Okay, I didn't test this. Rusted chainmail. Sword of the Dale. Sword of the Dale would be Sword of the Dales. Okay. A crow feather. Yep. So as you can see, all the items are there. So far so good. Sailor's sandals. Yep, sailor's sandals. And that was all the items that I found. So there are, oh no, wait. You also have a necklace, Betsy's second compass. Let's see. Yep, here Betsy's second compass. Warded wood ring. This is perhaps far too nerdy for the average gamer, but if you have it, why not use it? Warded wood, yep. And pins and needles. Pins and needles has thorns ability. Pins and needles. Yep, pins and needles. Here it is. So that's really nice, and you can see a. It's wrong. I don't have Pilgrim's Progress. I have pins and needles, and you can see that it is a ring, and it is in Act 1. And I think that's all. Yep. So I'm going to have fun with. Where did I end? 381 here. Just take a quick look. 381. Oh yeah, it's the Queen Ant. That's a nice boss battle, but I found it a bit hard to. So here, 273 is where I ended. Okay, cool. The rest was I just skipped the end battle. I think I could do this in the next video. I think just to continue on. Then I'll show you for now the Destiny quest. What I made for Destiny quest was for the Raiders of the Dune Sea. I printed out the hero sheets for Destiny Quest 4. Page 1 is the items that you place. So here is the name of the item, and here are the abilities, and these are the modifiers for the item. So that's very easy to keep track. The health. I think in the Raiders of the Dune Sea, your health can become higher than 30, if I understood correctly. Then special abilities is a separate page. Special abilities. These are the 4 types of abilities where you can sort them. So things that have to do with speed, combat, are general modifiers or our passive abilities. The 5th is a warp ability, and that's new for the fourth entry in the saga. Michael Ward is currently working on the 5th book. So Raiders of Dune Sea is not the final title. The backpack items is 5, but you can extend it in Raiders of the Dune Sea to a 6th and a 7th. You can gain augments. That's also new, not in Destiny Quest 2. And your money pouch is easy to keep track of. There's also the vault that is like your stash in Diablo 2 or 3, where you can keep your items if you find the vault. You first have to find the vault. There are also pets and minions in Destiny Quest 4. And here for every pet that fights for you, if you allow it to fight for you, then you can keep track of it here. And pets can also have abilities, apparently. And here are the keywords in the notes. D4 now, of course. And I think I'll make right now the delineation to the left about here. And here is the sections. And here is the keywords. The game has a pretty long introduction, the first part, and then you make choices, a few choices, and well, we can do both books, of course, but I think it's nicer to start with 2. So don't start with 4 because it has much more much more stuff in it, and I mean this is the simpler version, and this game is also very good. So thanks to the lower resolution, we can continue on in a single video. Let me read 273. No, that's also 290. Not a good entry. 290. Previous one. Yeah, but then it doesn't make sense. I have to play it again. I'll find a good entry point from the start of the quest, because this is in between the quest. Okay, bye for now, and until next time.